Have you ever woken up and felt like your whole life has been a lie? That maybe, just maybe, you've spent too much of your life giving your all to people who wouldn't give you half back. You've bent, you've stretched, you've given everything. You've broken yourself into pieces just to keep others okay. And now you're exhausted. You're not just tired, you feel unseen, unappreciated, unloved. But I want you to hear this and let this hit your soul. You are not crazy. You are just loyal to the wrong people. The truth is, this world is full of people who love the idea of you, but not the responsibility of caring for you. They love the light you bring, but never offer to replace the bulb when it starts to flicker. They come to you for peace, but never ask how you hold it all together. They watch you bleed emotionally, mentally, spiritually, but because you clean your wounds in private and tidy up before the world sees you, they mistake your strength for being unbreakable. That's not strength, that's survival. And I'm here to tell you, surviving is not living. You deserve more. You know where most heartbreak comes from? Expectations. Expecting loyalty from people who've never shown consistency. Expecting effort from people who only know how to receive. Expecting empathy from people who only listen to respond, not to understand. But that's on us. You know, for believing the best in people who showed us their worst. And it's not to say be bitter or close yourself off to love. No, but this message isn't about becoming cold. It's about becoming conscious. It's about realizing that the version of friendship you've been handed is broken. See, some people don't miss you when you're gone, they miss the benefits you brought. That late night phone call, that money you sent just one more time, that comfort you gave with no conditions. Let me ask you something. How many people actually checked on your heart when it wasn't trending? Not the you that can post, tag, ask for things, or brag about, but the real you. The you that gets tired sometimes. The you that cries behind closed doors. The you that's been strong for so long you've forgotten what it feels like to be held. Silence will answer that. And I know it hurts, but this pain is useful because pain reveals what peace won't. When you're up, everyone's at your table. Cheers, smiles, motivation speeches. We proud of you. Keep killing it. But quit feeding them for a week. Set a boundary. Say no. Focus on you. Watch how many people disappear. Truth is, many loves you until loving you requires effort. And it's not your job to chase after them. It's not your job to prove your worth. It's not your job to lower yourself just to keep people who aren't willing to climb. Let me drop a hard truth. You are not a convenience store. You weren't meant to be open 24/7 so people can walk in, grab what they need, and leave without saying thank you. You are a kingdom. Your soul is something precious and worth protecting. And not everyone deserves access. Start acting like it. Because the longer you tolerate disrespect disguised as that's just how they are, the more you're teaching people how to treat you. Some people only stay because of your silence. Because you refuse to confront chaos. Because you're afraid that if you set a boundary, you'll lose them. But let me clear it up right now. If a boundary can break the bond was already broken. Loyalty, real loyalty, it doesn't fold under pressure. It doesn't vanish in storms. It doesn't pause when your pace slows down. Real loyalty shows up when there's nothing left to gain. And if you haven't seen that kind of loyalty yet, it's not because you're not lovable. It's because you've been planting gardens and deserts expecting flowers to bloom while people gave you drought in return. But that is today. Today, you stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. Today, you stop shedding tears over those who never cry for you. Today, you stop handing out backstage passes to people who vanished when life wasn't a front row show. Today, you choose you. Walk alone if you have to, because silence is better than manipulation. Peace is better than proximity, and solitude is better than toxic company. Let me tell you something you've forgotten. You are enough. Even without their praise, even without their calls, even without their fake love, you are still enough. They didn't make you. They don't sustain you, and they definitely shouldn't be the ones who decide if you matter. Look in the mirror. That reflection staring back, that's who you fight for from now on. That's who you protect. That's who you rebuild. Because here's the truth no one tells you. Your growth will cost you people. Your healing will offend the ones who benefited from your brokenness. Your boundaries will confuse the ones who only understood you when you had none. But let them go. If it costs you your peace, your self-respect, your identity, it's too expensive. They say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Well, life is your teacher now. Life is teaching you that validation is a prison disguised as praise. Life is reminding you that clapping doesn't always mean support. Sometimes it's just noise. Life is screaming at you, nobody is coming. Save yourself. Build the business. Write the book. Cut the tie. Take the leap. Start over again if you must. Only this time, you're doing it differently. You're not waiting for approval. You're not asking for cosigns. You're not delaying your greatness because of people who never planned to grow anyway. You're doing it because you believe in it, because you deserve peace, because you finally realize your loyalty to others has to match the loyalty you give to yourself. Let this be the chapter you look back on and say, that was the day I stopped explaining my worth. That was the day I stopped bleeding for people who couldn't handle a paper cut. That was the day I reclaimed my name. So rise, not for them, but for you. You don't need a stage. You don't need a post. You don't need their permission. All you need is your truth, your grind, your belief, and your God. This is your moment. Start, even if your hands shake, even if your heart breaks, even if they doubt you every step of the way. Start anyway. You're not here to be popular. You're here to be powerful. And powerful people, they learn how to walk through fire, even if they have to walk through it alone.